The Whiskey Trail of Vengeance Chapter 2, written by Reuben White. Chapter 2, Shadows of the Past. As Jack rode deeper into the night, the rhythmic pounding of hooves against the dusty trail echoed like a heartbeat in the darkness. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an ethereal glow upon the landscape as Jack followed the faint scent of whiskey that lingered in the air. With each passing mile, redemption faded into the distance, swallowed by the vast expanse of the wilderness. Yet, the memory of Noah's confession burned bright in Jack's mind, driving him ever onward in pursuit of justice. As dawn broke on the horizon, Jack found himself at the edge of a sprawling canyon, its jagged cliffs rising like sentinels against the sky. Below, the winding trail snaked through the rocky terrain, disappearing into the depths of the canyon like a serpent in the shadows. With a practiced hand, Jack guided his horse down the treacherous path, his senses alert to the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Every rustle of the wind, every creak of a branch, seemed to whisper the name of the Shadow Riders, reminding Jack of the perilous journey that lay ahead. Hours passed in a blur of dust and heat as Jack traversed the rugged terrain, his determination unyielding despite the harshness of the trail. And then, as the sun reached its zenith, he saw it, a dilapidated homestead nestled at the base of the canyon, its weathered timbers bearing the scars of time. Drawing nearer, Jack felt a knot tighten in his stomach, a sense of foreboding that sent shivers down his spine. For he knew that this was no ordinary homestead, it was the stronghold of the Shadow Riders, the very heart of darkness that he had sworn to confront. Dismounting from his horse, Jack approached the homestead with caution, his hand resting upon the hilt of his revolver. The air was thick with tension, each step bringing him closer to the reckoning that awaited him. As he reached the door, Jack paused, steeling himself for what lay beyond. With a deep breath, he pushed open the creaking door and stepped into the darkness within. What greeted him was a scene of chaos and violence, a makeshift hideout strewn with weapons and supplies, the remnants of countless crimes committed in the name of greed and power. And at the center of it all stood the leader of the Shadow Riders, a figure cloaked in darkness and menace. Their eyes met across the room, twin sparks of defiance in the face of inevitable conflict. With a grim smile, Jack raised his revolver, his finger tightening around the trigger as he prepared to mete out the justice that redemption so desperately craved. But before he could act, a voice pierced the silence, a voice that Jack knew all too well. "Jack. It's me." To be continued. If you are enjoying Adventures in the Wild West channel, for future posts, hit the subscribe button and have yourself a humdinger of a day.